inches of rain, and this is over a relatively short period of time. So the rain is going to be a big concern as well. You see this pink color here? That's basically the highest level we can get as far as an excessive rain outlook is concerned. So there's kind of a look at some of our impacts here around the area. We're going to be with you through it all. So we've got our continuous coverage ongoing. For now, I'm going to send it over to Haley and Linda.
Val, thank you. In Sarasota, evacuation shelters are beginning to fill up. Fruitville and Gulf Gate elementary schools are no longer options.
But if you need to get to safety, Philippi Shores Elementary School remains open. Now here's Fox 13's Kimberly Quizon at Gulf Gate in Sarasota.
The winds and the rain have been increasing as each hour passes here in Sarasota County. We're here in Gulf Gate, really close to Gulf Gate Drive and Bisham Road. And you can see right here, this is a creek, and the creek has started to overflow into the roadway. Now today we saw some cars, some trucks going through. The trucks aren't having that much of a hard time going through. Some of the cars, yes, but this is an area where we will continue to keep an eye on just for the flooding threat here. Want to introduce you to a neighbor in Gulf Gate, Leo here. Leo, you've lived here for about 7 years, you said. Have you ever seen this before?
Hi. Only once more I have seen it for Hurricane Debbie, but this is very unusual. And so it raises a little bit of concern because yesterday the level of the water was just a few inches, even this morning, and now it's risen up, I want to say, a good 7.5, 8 feet.
So today I know that you're in Zone B. Your house is a little higher up. Will you be kind of keeping an eye on this just to make sure that you don't need to leave the Gulf Gate area?
Oh yes, I am. This is one of my indicators. I come here every couple hours and take a look when the rain recedes a little bit and check on things.
And your sons often come over here and fish, and that's one of the things you just said it a couple seconds ago, but that level, normally it's a pretty low level here where it's not that high, but it's really significantly increased here.
Yes, it has. It definitely has. It's like I said, it's raising concerns and with the neighbors, and yeah, we're in the lookout for more weather.
Leo, thank you for talking to us. Stay safe today, but thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you. You guys too. Be safe.
So here in Gulf Gate, it's funny, if you cross over, one section of Gulf Gate is in Zone C evacuation. The other side over here is in Zone B. So really, neighbors, the ones that have decided to stay, will be keeping an eye on this flooding here, just making sure that they are safe. There's still a couple hours to do so, but if people are going to leave, you're going to want to do it while it's still daylight, because this flooding hazard can sometimes be really hard to see as nightfall comes. For now, we're in Sarasota. Kimberly Quizon, Fox 13 News.
Yeah, for some of our counties, it's getting too dangerous, really, to travel because of all these tornado warnings. So you can find more storm coverage right in the palm of your hand on our Fox Local mobile app. It has the latest county updates, even forecast videos from our weather team, and you can also stream our live newscasts. It's free to download for our iPhone and Android phones, and it's great to have once the power goes out.
And another option, radio. Several local radio stations are carrying our newscasts. You can listen to our hurricane coverage on 102.5 The Bone, 97X, and 101.5 The Vibe.
Well, Pasco County preparing for Hurricane Milton and the possibility of huge storm surges along the coastline.
Fox 13's Kylie Jones tells us a lot of people are forced to leave their homes gutted, and they're praying they don't flood again.
As the rain already starts to come down, storm surge flooding and flash flooding here in Pasco County continue to remain one of the main concerns. It's just a matter of how much this area will get, but we know 2 weeks ago with Hurricane Helene, these canals started rising and several feet of water came up to these homes in this area. This is Hudson, and you're looking at one of the canals in this area. A lot of homes, as you can see, along the coast, and you can also see mounds of debris that are still sitting outside homes. This has become an added stress and an added factor of danger when it comes to Milton. Now, not only are emergency officials saying people might have to worry about the concern over storm surge flooding and high winds, but emergency officials have said this week that all of this debris you see has the potential to become flying missiles. This debris had feet of flood water inside them after Helene. Now all of this you see has been sitting out on the street for about 2 weeks now. Picking up all of this debris has been one of the top priorities this week by county crews and private debris haulers and contractors. But emergency officials said on Tuesday, Helene left 3 months worth of debris. It's simply not possible to pick all of this up in just a couple of days' time. You can see on this street that debris was not gotten to in time. Although we were in some other parts of Pasco County, in the Port Richey area, the debris appeared to have been collected off of several streets. That was one piece of solace one homeowner in that area had. He said he had 4 feet of water inside his home. You can see it's gutted. There's not even much to protect at this point. He locked up, evacuated, and is hoping for the best.
Sandbags ain't gonna do nothing when the water's 4 feet high. You know, there's nothing you could prepare for. You have to make sure you're safe, your family is safe, and that's it. The material things, they're going. There's nothing in this house that's used. I can use nothing.
As the rain and the wind picks up, again, the concern over storm surge flooding and flash flooding still remains. It's just a matter of what level of that we could end up seeing in Pasco County. That's why emergency officials have urged people to heed the warnings and evacuate. You can see the rain coming down right now already and the wind starting to pick up, so time is really running out to do so. Reporting in Pasco County, Kylie Jones.
Thank you, Kylie. So here's a time-lapse video of the Anna Maria Pier from this morning for several hours. Again, this is time-lapse. It's not real time, but it does give you a sense of how really the sun never even came out. Rain and winds just all day long. A few birds on the dock, at times periods of heavy rain falling. And we show you this now because the camera has since stopped working, so we can't show you the real time what's going on.
Here's some time-lapse video from Sarasota. You can see how the weather deteriorated as the day went on as well. This is Plymouth Harbor in Sarasota. The sky darkens as rain bands pass through the area, and you can see the wind pick up with the palm trees blowing. Now, thankfully, no traffic on that bridge there.
Governor DeSantis is in Lake City this afternoon, where he just gave another update on the final preparations for the hurricane.
Yeah, DeSantis thanked the crews who are preparing our communities for this hurricane while also helping with Helene recovery efforts.
We've had linemen come from all over the continental United States. California, people are coming. Others have come. So we will have over 50,000 linemen that are pre-staged in the state of Florida. As soon as the storm passes, they are going to go to work.
He also reminded Floridians that this is not just a threat to the Gulf Coast. Areas on the storm's path are susceptible to flooding, and they're also at risk of losing power. State officials will be working with the White House and FEMA to bring relief to Floridians affected by the storm. Now, the president also got an update on this afternoon on Hurricane Milton.
Biden is urging everyone to stay aware and take precautions.
To save lives and livelihoods, I want to emphasize a few things. First, many communities in Hurricane Milton's path do not have a moment to catch their breath between Helene and Milton. 2 historic storms in 2 weeks. I want to thank everyone who has followed local guidance to evacuate ahead of the landfall. I know it's really tough leaving behind your home, your belongings, everything you own. But I urge everyone in Hurricane Milton's path to follow all safety instructions as we head to the next 24 hours.
All right, keep it right here because Jim and Val and Paul currently monitoring all those tornado warnings and watches, and we're going to have more on that when we return.
This is a live look at Fox 13 Sky Tower radar. Please stand by. Our special storm coverage will resume in just a moment. You're watching Fox 13. This is a live look at Sky Tower radar. Please stand by. Our special storm coverage will resume in just a moment. This is a live look at Fox 13 Sky Tower radar. Please stand by. Our special storm coverage will resume in just a moment.